Welcome, my students. Today we will talk about grammar, each and every, course book page number 97, workbook page number 41. The outcomes of this video: number 1, understand the use of each and every, and use each and every in context. راح نفهم الاستخدام، وأيضا راح نستخدمها بجمل مختلفة. Okay, my students. What is the difference between each and every? What is the difference between each and every? إيش الاختلاف بين each and every? Before we answer this question, please let's read these sentences and then you will answer me. Number 1. Every student in the class has a pencil. Each student has a pencil. Now, my students, I will read each sentence and I will act on the picture to understand the meaning. I will read each sentence and I will act on the picture. Then you have to answer me what is the difference between every and each. Number 1, every student in the class has a pencil. Every student in the class has a pencil. So, look, every student in the class has a pencil. What about each? Each student in the class has a pencil. Each student in a class has a pencil. Now, can you answer me what is the difference between every and each? Let's see. The words each and every refers to one person, thing, or group. So, the words each and every refer to one person, thing, or group. إذن كلمات each and every بيرجعوا نحكي عن شخص واحد أو شيء واحد أو مجموعة من الأشياء أو الأشخاص. Okay? But they used with singular and countable nouns. جهتين each and every بيستخدموا مع الأسماء المفردة المعدودة. Each and every بيستخدموا مع singular مفرد and countable nouns الأسماء المعدودة. الأسماء المعدودة اللي هي نستطيع عدها. 1, a door, 2 doors, for example. We use each when we talk about members of a group individually. We use each when we talk about members of a group individually. Each لما نحكي عن الأشخاص بشكل فردي من المجموعة. Each نستخدمها لما نتحدث عن الشخص أو الأشخاص بالمجموعة الواحدة بشكل فردي. Individually بشكل فردي. Okay? What about every? We use every when we talk about them as a group. As a group. لما نحكي عنهم كمجموعة واحدة. As a group. Or when we talk about repeated regular events. We use every لما نحكي عن أحداث تحدث بشكل منتظم. عن أحداث تحدث بشكل منتظم. So, again, my student. We use each and every with singular and countable nouns. نستخدمهم مع الأسماء المعدودة المفردة. Each when we talk about members of a group individually نحكي عن الأشخاص بشكل مفرد في المجموعة بشكل فردي. Every when we talk about them as a group نستخدمهم كمجموعة بنحكي عنهم كمجموعة. Or when we talk about repeated regular events بنحكي عن الأحداث المنتظمة تحدث بشكل منتظم. So, if you go back to the picture, we say each, and we talked about every member individually in a group. and شخص بالمجموعة. When we talk about every, we use the group. So this is every and this is each. Okay? Every for the group, each for the members of the group individually. بشكل فردي. Here we have another example. Look at the picture and also I will read and act. Every artist is sensitive. Every artist is sensitive. Here, every is for the group. So, I will circle all the groups. So, every artist is sensitive. Every artist is sensitive. We talked about them as a group. Okay. When we talk about each artist sees things differently, when we talked about each artist, I will talk about the members of the group individually. Okay? We talked about the members of the group individually بشكل فردي. So, this is the difference between each and every. The another usage of every is the repeated event, the regular repeated event. حكينا الأحداث المنتظمة اللي تحدث دائما. For example, Mary goes to the cinema every Friday morning. Mary goes to the cinema every Friday morning. Here we use every to talk about the repeated event. إنه دائما تذهب إلى السينما في صباح يوم الجمعة. Every Friday. هذا الاستخدام الثاني فقط ل every. Okay. So, again, every for the group, as a group, when we talk about the thing or the people as a group. Each when we talked about the members of the group individually بشكل فردي. Open your course book page number 97. Open your course book page number 97 and let's discuss this page with each other. Here, my students, we have examples about every and each. Number 1. Each woman picks up a drum. Each woman picks up a drum. Here we use each to talk about each woman in the group. Each woman individually بشكل فردي عن كل مرأة بشكل فردي. So as we learn here, each as individually for each woman. Okay, so each woman picks up a drum. We talked about each member individually. What about the second exam? Heidi spends every afternoon collecting firewood. Heidi spends every afternoon collecting firewood. Here we use every to talk about regular repeated event. Regular repeated event. لما نحكي عن حدث يحدث بشكل منتظم. يعني هايدي كل وقت الظهيرة دائما تجمع فيها الخشب. So here we use every to talk about a regular repeated event. Look at this table or this box. The words each and every refer to one person, thing or group at a time. زي ما حكينا إنه ممكن each أو every نحكي عن شيء معين أو شخص واحد أو ممكن نحكي عن مجموعة كاملة. They are used as we said that with singular and countable nouns. حكينا إن هي بتستخدم مع مفرد اسم معدود مفرد اللي هي each و every. بتستخدم مع اسم معدود مفرد. And we use each when we talk about members of a group individually. حكينا إنه each بنستخدمها لما نحكي عن الأشخاص بشكل فردي في المجموعة. And we use every when we talk about people as a group. نحكي عن هاي الأشخاص كمجموعة، group مجموعة. وحكينا عن الاستخدام الآخر ل every or when we talk about repeated regular events. لما نحكي عن أحداث تحدث بشكل منتظم as we talked about this example زي ما حكينا في هذا المثال. Okay, let's answer the question. Fill in the blanks with each and every. Number 1. Of the fill in the blanks with each other, each or every, sorry. Again, here we have to write each or every depending on the meaning of the sentence. Number 1. Of the brothers can play an instrument. Here, my student, we have a note. Okay, here we have a note. ملاحظة that we use of with each. We use of with each. We of follows by each, not every. دائما نستخدم of مع each مش every. So here we have of and here we have of and here we have of. So if we have of in the sentence, so the answer is each. Okay, this is an important note. ملاحظة مهمة إن دائما of مع each. So what is the answer for number 1? Excellent, each. Each of the brothers can play an instrument. So number 1 is each. Number 1 is each. What about number 2? Katie has read book and in the library. Katie has read book in the library. What is the answer here? Here the answer, my students, is every book in the library. Here we talk about the book as a group. مجموعة من الكتب. Number 3. Of the bicycles was marked with red paint. Of the bicycles. Here, my students, we have of. So, quickly, what is the answer? Excellent, each. We said that of with each. Number 4. I called twice, but the phone was engaged time. Here, every time. Every time. Here we talked about repeated action أو repeated event. نحكي عن حدث يعني منتظم. Number 5. One of you has to fill out a form. Here we have of, so we use each. So you have to know that in this exercise we use of with each. We use of with each, and we use every with the repeated event, repeated regular event. Let's go to the workbook page number 41. We talked about this table and we understand it. Let's go to the question. Fill in the blanks with each or every. Again, we will complete these sentences with each or every. Number 1. One of the 4 sisters play the piano well. One of the 4 sisters. Here we have of, my students. So, what is the answer? Excellent, each. Each one of the 4 sisters. Apartment here has a doorbell. Apartment here has a doorbell. Here, my students, we will use both. Maybe every or each, depending on the situation or the meaning. Okay, ممكن نستخدم هنا each أو every، هذا حسب المعنى أو السياق اللي الشخص بيتحدث فيه. So we can say each apartment here has a doorbell as individually بشكل فردي, or we talked about every apartment here has a doorbell as a group. ممكن نحكي عن الشقق بشكل كمجموعة. So we can use both every or each. What about number 3? Student in this class has to finish the project today. Student in this class has to finish the project today. What is the answer? Again, here, my students, we can use every and each depending on the meaning or the context. حسب المعنى المتحدث اللي برغبه أو السياق. So, we can say every student in his class has to finish the project today. And also we can say each student in this class has to finish the project today individually. إذا كان المعنى إنه نحكي عن طالب بشكل فردي. Number 4. We have been to the zoo 3 times and loved it every time. Every time. كل وقت. So here, every. Number 4. Of the taxis had a new number plate. Here, my student, what do we have in this sentence? Excellent, we have of. So, what is the answer? Each. The answer is each. Each of the taxis had a new number plate. The last sentence, a basket of fruit was given to family. A basket of fruit was given to family. Here again, my student, we can use each and every depending on the context or the meaning. We can say that a basket of fruit was given to each family individually بشكل فردي, لكل عائلة بشكل فردي, or we can say that a basket of fruit was given to every family as a group كمجموعة. Okay? So, again, we use of with each. At the end, my students, you have a homework. You have a homework. Complete the sentences with each or every. You have to complete the sentences with each or every. Number 1. Time he has an exam, he sweats a lot. Number 2. Of them has got a bicycle. Number 3. His job is boring, they is the same. So, what do you think is the answer? Number 4, the last one, of his nephews finished something. So, write these sentences on your notebook and please answer them and send me your answer. Thank you.